Content is king. GetRichRapping.com. Why is content king? So let's start off with what content is. Now, content is what's contained within your movement, what's contained within your brand, what's your message, what can people get from what you're putting out there. Now that is king. That is the foundation to everything. There's no point bringing anyone in anywhere for any reason other than content. And what I find is a lot of people stay shallow. I don't mean shallow in the superficial sense of the word, I mean shallow as in they don't get deep enough with it. For example, why am I able to get so many people to come into what I'm doing, and when I say something that actually changes people, changes a thought pattern, changes something in their life, then they continue to come back? Why am I able to do that? Though you might try to do something similar and maybe they're not coming in. Because let's say you say to somebody, everybody on my friends list, have a great day, be positive. Shallow. Whereas I might say something like, if you want to have a great day today, this is what you need to do. This is how you're going to do it. This is what it's going to do for you. The content is deeper. They get more from that than producer X who just says have a great day. And it's not just statuses, you know, that's just a drop in the ocean. You've got these videos, you've got the blog posts, you've got the fan page, you've got the updates on all my social medias. You know, it's deep, there's content everywhere. I'm pumping it out constant every day. Every platform is getting hit with new content, so it builds up. There's constantly a reason for people to come back and watch what I'm doing because they're getting something from that content. It's changing their lives. Now, it's all good telling people, yeah, be positive. Telling people, yeah, you can be successful if you want to be. But how are they going to? You need to get in there and let people know how. Here's a great tip for anybody out there watching this. Empathize. Empathy. Can you put yourself in the next person's shoes? Now, there's an extent we can do that to. We don't know what everybody's been through in life, but you will not be successful in business, you will not be successful in making content that makes people come back until you can look at your movement, until you can look at what you're doing from an outside perspective. Now, that's cloudy for some people because you've got to be honest when you do that. You have to be brutally honest with yourself, and that's hard for some people to do because if some people are brutally honest with themselves, they have to tell themselves they're not doing enough. They're not putting out the message that people need to hear. That's why they don't get that deep into the content, because they can't truthfully from their heart say they are doing everything. So how dare they tell somebody else, go out there and do everything that you need to do? That's why they stay shallow. They don't want to go too deep into it. Content. If you do everything that you need to do and you keep reading and studying and researching and learning these things and learning how to express that to people through your music, through blog posts, through everything else, then you can talk about it and there's a passion about it and it's really coming from somewhere. That's when it really affects lives. Not a little 2-line status, not a little 2-minute video that's just content they can get from anywhere else. Unique content. Here's a tip for some artists, right? If you're an artist, let's say you're passionate about going to the gym, why not start a blog that's not necessarily music specific, but you can have all your links on the side, you can have everything, the links to where you need to send people to check your music out. But what if you were to start just blogging about your everyday, the things that you do in life? Now, if you're a big gym head and you blog about certain things to do with the gym, now Google is going to direct some people who are into the gym. When they get there, they're going to read your article, they're going to relate to you because that's their lifestyle. They're also going to see your music. Now, that may not necessarily be music that they're that into, but they might like you and they might like your blog post and they can relate to your lifestyle because they're so big into the gym. Now, you've picked up some fans that aren't necessarily other artists, because the trend tends to be nowadays online that artist fans are artists as well, which is kind of keeps you in a circle. You need to get fans outside of that. So something like a blog, something like videos, just express your content to the world. But the only content you're putting out is stuff that artists can relate to, which is, I know you've just got to broaden your mind a little bit. You've got to find ways to reach people that aren't just music. Content. Content is king. There's a lot more in your life than music, expressed not only through the music but through other content that people of all audiences can find. If you look at anybody who's big in music nowadays, they're doing way more than just the music. They've got websites, they've got brands, they've got all these things that just bring people to the middle, which is the music, but they're attracted off all the content that surrounds that. So it's kind of been hard to explain, but I'm pretty sure the people who are meant to understand this message get it. And if you get it, do something about it today, because you can change everything today just off those small little things there that I've given you. Content, because content is king, and why I continue to grow, and you'll be able to continue watching me grow when you subscribe in the box below. I'm giving you my formula. There's not many people out there that are giving you their formula. Stick with me. Do my best to give you guys some content for you to grow. So yeah, don't get mad, get motivated. Don't make hits, make history. It's Esskimo of GetRichRapping.com. It's always a pleasure.